on Zoom. I fired it up. Hey, there we go. We're live now. Yeah. Okay, so we'll pull it up there. Okay. Pop-up chat. There we go. Slide that over to there. And who's there? Oh, anybody there yet? Nope, nobody there yet. What's going on?
Nobody there. Oh, Corey Mono's there.
Hey, Corey, on this Saturday morning. So, yeah, I figured Corey might be about the one to do it. So,
I actually have the radio for
Hey, kid. Let me get it pinned. Boom, we're pinned.
yep, we're pinned up. We're ready to rock and roll. So, how's it going there, Corey? Is that strike thing going to affect you this time or not, or what?
Okay, I'm just figuring it all out here. Live chat. Okay. Okay, Corey's there.
Doesn't affect his kids. Yeah. Well, tomorrow night we'll find out if I'm going to work Monday morning or not, but
Yeah, well, his kids, I think, are in a different kind of district situation. I don't think that they're with the other
they're
teachers.
not under the Kubi rules.
I'm going to give me a cookie. She was such a good girl.
Yeah. I just gave mine a treat too, but those bacon treats or whatever it is. I had to get some more yesterday.
There you go. You was a good girl. Okay, so there's 5 people watching.
Already. Funny, I only see one. Yeah.
Well, they didn't check in the chat.
Okay, I see.
You know, I wish you could when you click on that see more, it would tell you who the 5 are, but they don't.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be a nice touch? It says so many people watching, you should be able to click on it and it would list them all. You know?
Watching this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe YouTube is watching us. Whatever. Hey, good morning, Edward.
Ed Hessick. Yep, 24 degrees in Warren, Michigan. I just came back, Ed. I flew a ship, so it was bitterly cold and extremely windy. I sure wouldn't be flying my Nano in that I was flying the Air 2S, which it did fine.
23 degrees Fahrenheit, Paul. Feels like 12
Yep.
right now. Yep.
It was cold down there.
Oh, here's a
There was only about 3 cars the full length as far as I could see all the way down to Pine Grove Park.
there's a clunk. I don't know what the hell that's. I don't know why that's like doing something. I don't know what it is. It's like it's ending something. Yep, there it goes again. It does that every once in a while. Huh.
That's weird. But as long as you're able to do what you want to do, you know.
You see this, Paul? Look at this. They're still getting pounded down here, right? Down at the end.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All that frickin', they're still coming down the lake. It just, I can't, because I think they're up almost 4 feet of snow now.
Well, if you look north of that up into Canada, it continues on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It goes into Kingston and, yeah, all the way through, almost freaking.
Almost to the ocean.
Yeah, almost, yeah. All the way up into Montreal. And,
Yeah, you slide it south and you can see it goes up. What is that? Prince Edward and.
hey, Elmer.
Hey,
Hey, Garth, how's it going?
hey, I don't know what I was having trouble getting on.
Uh,
So, hey, Paul, I wanted to tell you, remember that ship? That was maybe about 3 months ago, three months ago with Maxima, one from New Zealand with the real weird front on it. Okay. And we missed it. Okay. It went through Port Huron for the first time or for the second time from Duluth. And both you and I missed it. It went through at night. But there's another one went through last night, a sister ship to it. Okay. That was built in 2017 and it went through
wow.
it. If you look at the live stream at
Mm.
Port Huron, it went through at 118. Okay. And it's going to Chicago. Okay.
Oh, so it was upbound.
Yeah, it's upbound. And it's if you want to click on it real quick. If you go to the freighter tracker, it's just north of the thumb. Okay. And you can, you know how you could right click on the ship and it'll show the picture of the ship. But anyways, I was thinking you should probably keep your eye on that thing. So maybe if it comes through during the daylight, you can get a video of it.
Yeah, as long as it's not freeze my nuggies off.
But it's this really cool looking design.
Yeah.
It's got a big nose on the front of it. Okay. Like a ocean going tug. And there's only like 2 or 3 of these in the world, I guess. I think
How big is it?
that's like 750 or 650, something like that. You know, it's a big freighter, but it's really unusual looking. You know,
this one here?
that's it. Yeah. Go back a little bit, Paul. Go back about 5 minutes and you'll get a better shot of it going underneath the bridge. A little more.
Oh.
There we go. There it is. Perfect, Paul. Good job. And this looks exactly the same design as the Maxima. Okay, which there actually is a video of going through Duluth a couple of months. If you type in Maxima freighters, Great Lakes or something, there's one showing it going through the bridge at Duluth. And I think it was, I don't know, September or something like that. And that one had been the first time it had been to the Great Lakes. So this one was built, I just looked it up on the thing. It was 2017 was built. So I don't know, maybe it's been here before, but I just thought it was just such an unusual looking ship.
Yeah, it is. Hey, morning, AD.
That is made for not only cargo, but containers on
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put on the
Have a loading bin.
well, the last one what they were getting in Duluth was what the hell was it? Sugar beet pulp. Okay. Smashed sugar beets. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That they were taking back to the UK. Okay. To be used for cattle feed.
Huh.
So they had a freighter full of sugar beet pulp.
Yeah.
So this one's going to Chicago, and its destination or where it came from, I don't know, but it says on the freighter tracker, it says that it was from Port Colborne. So it went through the Welland Canal. Basically, what it means is that.
Good morning, AZ. AZ's here. This is the weekend that his son get married.
Oh, yeah. Good morning again. Fun times.
Yep. Is the wedding today, AZ? I would imagine the rehearsal was yesterday. We'll wait and see what he says. It might have just been a good morning in passing, you know, because I'm sure he's a busy little papa, you know.
See if I can find the see if I can find it. Here it is here.
Yeah, we've got not too many people watching with us this morning, but we kind of expected that. Brutally cold as it is and other things going on and people are busy. This is Thanksgiving week here in the US and
Here's can you see this?
yeah.
I'm going to click on it. See if I right click on this thing. I'm sorry, left click. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
So it's pretty unusual.
It's a nice looking ship. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I mean it's pretty well kept up too, you know. And the other one that I saw several months ago, the Maxima, which had just been built like in 2021, it was the first time it went through the Great Lakes, and I've been looking, kind of tracking that one a little bit, and it only has been operating in the over like in Denmark and that in that area. What do you call it? North Sea or what is that? The Baltic Sea. That's the only place it's been since that time. So
Well, those are wagon-board ships, right?
yeah. Oh, see if I can try to get on the tracker. I don't have the tracker on.
Oh, I heard a strange noise over here, but when I was scrambling, when I came back, I left my phone over on the other table. I'm going, what?
Got it.
Oh,
Okay, good morning. Tracker AZ Paul, blah, blah, blah. There we go. You got signs today, Paul? Mr. Hodge?
No, I try not to do them on the weekend.
Oh, okay. Unless you're really jammed, eh?
Yeah, unless I'm jammed up or something. But, you know, well, especially I'm usually down the trailer, so I don't do them. But the thing is, in wintertime, if I'm sitting around, get my finger up my butt, and I got a sign to do, I may go do it, right?
Yeah, so you do them when you want. Then if you unless it's an emergency, eh? Or they, you know, they're hot to trot on something, right?
See the message there from Dave, Paul?
good morning. Yep. Okay. Paul, how did your update this drone missing 3 major firmwares updating it now?
Mhm.
Okay. The AZ, I haven't flown it much.
Yeah.
and the sad part is it was the odd copter out over here. Because at nighttime I was, as you know, I was flying the Autel Nano. And for the most part in the daytime, I'm flying the Air 2S. But I'm glad you got it and you're giving the updates to it. AZ, are those updates, they just come down on the internet, load on, or do you have to actually physically plug it into the computer? Usually I'm watching when it says you have updates, and then I just hit it and it updates automatically. But when I did fly it, the last time I flew it, it flew perfect. So I don't know. You know, it just goes to, I think most of the updates were enhancements. I don't know.
You know, Virgin Atlantic, they got a lot of airplanes, but I didn't know they had a cruise ship.
Oh yeah. It was in that picture down in Florida, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Cruise Line.
Yeah, well, I got it right here. That's why I'm looking at right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing. Wow.
There was one like that was docked at the what is it? The Florida Keys one, the live screen right down there.
Yeah, this is Port of Miami right here.
Yeah.
Like, look at all the cruise ships. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cruise ships.
Yep.
Real big one is that one there and this one here. Holy shit.
Man, I'd be scared to death to go on that, you know.
Paul used to go on cruises all the time.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, one of these days, one of those bad boys is gonna flip sideways, and that'll be the end of those 10-story cruise ships. No, yeah, it's just scary looking.
Other than
They got such they got so much electronics on it. They know where the weather is more than what we do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, it's just not for me, you know, that's all. I like my feet to be on the ground, I guess.
You know, I always go with Holland America because they're not the big super size ones. They're kind of a mid-size.
Yeah.
Ships.
Yeah.
And they cater to the older group. You don't get a lot of kids or young people on them, eh?
Well, and what most people don't know, Garth, is Paul lives on the edge. He used to be a skydiving instructor.
Yeah.
He lives, he's one of those guys, eh?
One of those guys. He gets the rush going. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's my skydiving license right there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What the hell language is that in? What is that?
Part of it's French,
Okay.
but in the middle, you'll see it says Canadian. What the hell is that? Sport parachutist. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my certificates, all that stuff. Where is that?
I don't have an answer for that.
Hey, Paul. There's what I looked like when I was skydiving.
Look at that.
I had hair back in those days. and this year, it's all falling apart here. But this year, my pilot permit, when I was flying, student pilot permit and stuff. Yeah, there's all my stuff, man.
Paul, did you ever have anybody balk at not jumping out of the plane?
No.
Because you just helped them out, did you?
You shoved him out. You just pushed him out.
But the thing is that one thing with skydiving was the student, if they didn't want to jump, that was their prerogative, right? They already paid for it, so you jump, you don't jump, you know, your money. Yeah, I know unlimited vertical. Yeah, French first, right? Yeah. So I'm right back.
So you said you were down there doing a ship today?
Yep.
Murray,
Yep,
what ship was it?
it was the Shipka,
Ship, oh, okay.
a Nava barge.
Yeah, I remember seeing it because when I was tracking today, I usually go when I first get on the computer in the morning, I go and I look on the marine tracker and I, look around the Thumb area and down in Detroit and see what's coming and stuff. And that's how I saw the Egbert Wagenberg and I went, oh my God, I missed it, what I mean? I didn't have any idea that it was even coming through or anything, so. Yeah, look at that thing. Wow. That looks like it's pretty long, Paul.
Yeah, it's a good size one.
Yeah.
But that's a salty though, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, my wife has a really good friend who volunteers once a month at the marine thing over there. What do they call that thing, Paul? By the Black River there, the Marine Great Lakes ship something or another. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
She volunteers and does the microphone thing and talks about ships when they come by and stuff. One Saturday, a month. And she gave me a last year's freighter book. What do they call it? Know Your Ships book.
Yep.
Okay, you got one of those?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's got all these, even these. What did you call that, Hodges? That the ocean freighter or whatever? It's got all the
Salty, but
salty. Yeah, it's got all the salties in there in one section, and all the Great Lakes freighters in another. So. And I haven't had one of those in years. I used to have one back in the late 80s. I had one of those ones called Greenbergs or Greenwoods. Do you remember that? It was a black and white thing with a spiral back on it, okay? And Great Lakes Freighters it was called, I think, or something like that. I had gotten it at the Maritime Museum, Dawson Maritime Museum on Belle Isle there. Looks like what time was that, Paul? Looks like you had good light, eh?
That was between 8 and 9.
Okay, wow. Shipka. Tella.
Valletta.
Valletta. Man, that is a big boat there.
Yeah, it's big and wide.
Yeah.
Heading out.
Yeah, I wonder what that
okay, Google, connect to Bluetooth.
Okay, looking for paired devices. Bluetooth is connected to B06DX.
Okay, hopefully that fixed it. When connecting to Bluetooth.
you guys all ready for Thanksgiving and turkey and everything? And
Nah, just another day. Thanksgiving is a nice time for kids and families. But there's only Lynn and I. We'll get together. We'll get
that's kind of family, isn't it?
turkey. We'll get turkey from carry out from Bob Evans with all the fixings, and we'll get together for an hour or so and Mia be glad to see her and that's it.
That's good enough, Paul. That's kind of family for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but the older you get, Garth, you're not there yet. You don't like to go anywhere. You just,
I am there. I'm not as old as you are. I'm no spring. The only one that's a spring chicken here is Hodges, He's the baby in the crowd here.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, we got enough going on. We got my oldest stepdaughter, Christina, who is 45, I think, something like that, 45 or 46. She's kind of taken over Thanksgiving the last 4 or 5 years. She lives in Bloomfield Township, which is kind of west and north of where
Yep.
I'm at here. And so we go over there on Thanksgiving. Okay, that's our Thanksgiving for there. And we got, other relatives coming there. And then the next day on Friday, my wife's other son from Columbus is in town. So of course, whenever they're here, and we got another stepdaughter of mine, and her family is from here from Connecticut. They're actually staying with us. And so, of course, everybody else wants to see them. So we're having a lunch thing on Friday at our house, so we got a couple of Thanksgiving gatherings. One's a kind of a big one. One's a kind of it's 17. It's turned out to be 17 people. So I guess that's pretty big, compared to you and Lynn and Mia.
Yep. Me and Lynn and Mia.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's nice to have the turkey dinner because that's just what you do, and when I order it, I get the banquet stuff, and you can order all your sides and everything, the mashed potatoes, the gravy.
That's cool that they do that. That's pretty.
And so it just makes it so that I'm not worrying about having to cook anything,
Yeah, and that makes it pretty nice for somebody who's single and stuff. And that I bet they do pretty good with that, Paul?
Oh, yeah, and it's really good. The turkey's thin, sliced, perfect, and ready.
And of course, Hodges is going to Copenhagen, right?
Not today, I don't think.
No, but I mean for Thanksgiving.
Why? We already had our Thanksgiving a month ago.
Oh, that's right. You don't have
No, that's an American Thanksgiving.
It's an American Thanksgiving.
What are you, Canadian or something? What the hell?
Yeah, you would think so. Hey.
What's,
Hey.
you don't think that somehow that doesn't seem right, Paul? You got Christmas. You got the same Christmas, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lobby our separate governments to make sure that they can kind of
Wow.
glue the two Thanksgivings together.
When you guys had your Columbus Day is when we had our Thanksgiving here.
Okay. Well, that sort of sucks then. What do you do on Thanksgiving then? Don't you? It is not even a holiday, eh? Well,
No, not really. No.
Well, it's going to be a holiday if they go on strike, right?
Well, yeah. I'll know tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow night stream, I'll tell you, because I think they're going to call it at 6 o'clock Sunday night. So,
what's your thoughts? I mean, you think it's going to be bad, or
they're going on strike? I don't know. I've talked to a couple of bus drivers, and one of our other bus drivers, the friend is one of the people that work at people that are on strike, and they said no, they're not even closed. So unless something miracle happens today or tomorrow, but yeah.
boy, I'm really hoping now that I've seen that Egbert ship, that Dutch Netherlands ship, that they come through during the daylight at Port Huron, because that'll give me an excuse to go to Port Huron again. So and I don't give a shit at how cold it is, doesn't matter to me, It's a nice little trip, and I don't get to go on that many trips. It's a little bit pricey for me on gas, you know what I mean? Because of what price of gas nowadays, Jesus Christ. So, it takes me, I can get from my house, so I jump in my car, get on the freeway. And I can get off the freeway, you know, the exit. Last exit before the bridge, and just drive down the side street over there where you live and get to the underneath the bridge in 35 minutes. Okay. Which is pretty damn good, I think. Okay. That's going about 71 to 72 miles an hour. So it's not that bad. It's just that it's kind of gassy. You know, pricey for the gas, you know. How long does it take you to get to Port Huron, Hodges?
Oh, an hour.
Hour? Okay.
Yeah.
Or you just drive up to the 401 and then go across on 401,
Well,
402
Here,
or
from
whatever.
where I live, I can go over the 401, go up to the 402, and then take it straight in.
Okay. So you go dead north or something, or
Well, I kind of go northwest, which is Highway 4,
okay.
but it crosses over the 401, and then it'll cross again over the 402, but you just go on the ramp and get on the 402 and away you go, right?
Okay.
It's actually pretty simple.
Okay.
You don't have to go through any big towns or anything to get there.
Okay. Yeah, so you miss all the London traffic and all that.
Yeah, because it comes out just west of the London area. If you stayed on Highway 4, it goes through London, but on the west side of it, but you don't have to worry about all that crap. So, yeah.
London's not that bad either. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not
Well, if you
that-
go north straight through London, it takes quite a while to get to because there's no highway through London. It's
Yeah.
stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go all the way through, right?
Yeah. You're better off staying away from that, but comparatively speaking, it's not that bad of a traffic situation, I guess. So, I mean, compared to what we're dealing with over here in Detroit area. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little lucky that I live by the lake, you know, and really close to the lake. And if you live by the lake, or if you're a near East Sider in Detroit, you don't really deal with a lot of traffic because nobody comes over here because it stops. Whatever road you're taking is gonna be at that end of the lake. So you gotta so if you're an East Sider, you really complain about any traffic, okay, anywhere west of where you are. Because the farther west you go 5 miles west, 10 miles west, the traffic is just, you know, completely different situation, you know. So
Well, they got construction going too, you know.
yeah, that too. But what I'm saying is that we got on this side of town, we have north and south traffic, okay, and very little east and west traffic. If you go 10 miles west to I-75, you know, you got north, south, east, west, you name it, you know, traffic going every freaking which way you possibly can go, you know. So there's no easy way to get around that, you know, but it does present a problem when you're trying to get across town from here as well, because you're way east and, you know, you got to go way west. So. But it's good. I think about my life and how many people I know that have grew up in this area and moved out of town and went to different states and stuff. And I mean, there was probably.
Good morning, Bill. Newfound Drones, and hello to Sunstar.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Yeah. And Sunstar, yeah. Well, you know, like I took my sister to Toronto and back there, you know, about a month ago. I tell you, that freaking 401 scares the hell out of me. Anyways, Diana's up in north end of Toronto right now. She went down. She said it was just nuts. That's, you know, I just hate taking that highway 401. It's just a freaking NASCAR racetrack.
It's got quite the reputation, doesn't it? 401. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, but the funny thing is 401 speed limit is 100 kilometer an hour, which is, 62 mile an hour or whatever in that area. But the 402 is 110 kilometers an hour now.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
it's more out in the country than the 401 is, at least in Toronto.
Yeah, but the 402, it does go to Sarnia.
Yeah.
Did they raise the speed limits on the 401 that goes down into Windsor or no?
No, just the 402 from London to Sarnia.
Okay.
But the thing is, I go on 401 a lot. And if I'm doing 120 kilometers an hour, I'm the slowest one on the highway.
Yeah. I find that's true too. I mean, I'm stupefied. Our 401 here is 696,
Yeah.
East West Freeway. And Jesus Christ, I mean, it's 4 lanes, and I mean, I'm stupefied. I mean, I'm an old guy, and I drive pretty safely, you know what I mean? So I'm doing the speed limit or a little bit above, and guys, people are just passing me like I'm standing still, and I'm just going, geez, and I think back to when I was young, and I thought, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Even when I was young, I didn't have to drive 95 miles an hour on a
Yeah. It's just,
freeway,
and the thing is that I know you might get there a little quicker, but you burn a lot more fuel to get there.
And I just see some people driving, and I just go, they're not going to live. You know what I mean? Or somebody, there's going to be some kind of death that they're involved in sometime in their life. You just can't do that. And 4 lanes of, heavy traffic, weaving in and out of traffic, doing 90 miles an hour. It's just, I don't know, just freaks me out a little bit. I mean, I sort of understand high speed stuff, like out west and stuff where you're traveling long ways, and you got good roads that you can, there's nobody around and all that kind of thing. But to travel that fast in a urban area is not that bright.
Well, we're witnessing, or we're watching a social change that I would have never thought would happen 10 or 15, 20 years ago. You got young people playing video games, doing all kinds of illegal nonsense, shoot them up, kill them each other, doing all kinds of things. And then they wonder why there's gun violence in our schools, in society in general. Because it's become acceptable in their minds. Well, if I can do it in games, maybe it would be even cooler to do it in real life.
Yeah, call me old, but it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And the weirder thing is people with their cell phones. Okay. I mean, for Christ's sake, I mean,
they don't look at the world around them. All they do is look at their cell phones.
Yeah, but I mean, why do you, I see people young, and I mean, I'm not talking about just young people. I mean, young and old walking down the sidewalk, and they can't go anywhere without looking at their cell phone. You know what I mean? I thought, what the hell are you doing looking at your cell phone crossing a street? So it's just, I don't know. It's unexplainable to me. I guess I'll never understand it, but
Different styles, different emphasis on different things,
I guess.
So what's your plan for today there? Garth, are you just hanging, or?
Yeah, I'm just hanging today. I got all of my I was in charge of getting our basement all set up for the onslaught of the
People?
Thanksgiving thing. And so I did all that. I've been working on that this week, and I got it all done. And I worked on my slot track too, which is behind me right here. And I'm just about ready to start slot racing. So probably after Thanksgiving.
Paul Hodges, have you been working on your train set at all?
Well, there's an article. I'm hoping to do it today. I actually go fire it up, but I got to clean some rails. But yesterday I fired it up. I had a bunch of stuff not working. So I haven't done it for the last couple of years because, the wife and all that. So I'm trying to get back into what does what and what.
Yeah.
So anyway, I spent an hour and a half yesterday trying to track down why the one section wasn't working. Not the layout itself, but all the animation part of it. And I got a special board just for that, good side computer board. Then I had no power to it. So, like, what the hell? So then I got my thing out, probed it, got no juice. The power supply died. So I went, oh, crap. So I looked around here to see what I had. I had another power supply, which was, 12 volts, 2.5 amp. So I hooked that up, which was on it before, and everything started working. So, but it took me a while to trace it down, find another adapter, and get it wired in and stuff. But anyways, it's working now. But I was kind of running out of time, so they tried moving a couple of trains, and they get going and get a dirty piece of track, and then it stopped. And
How do you clean it, Paul?
Well, there's two ways of doing it. There's a special eraser. It goes along, cleans the top of the rails.
Uh-huh.
And I got a train car that you can push ahead of it. It'll clean the top, but you put a special chemical they got from all railroads on it, and it wets it and cleans it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, but some places you got to go in and do it by hand. But there's, like, I have a couple tunnels. Well, I can't get in there to clean it, so I got to rely on those cars to clean the track inside there for me.
Yeah, I got you. And do you do any prep before that? Like with mine, this is the slot car, so it's a little bit different. I vacuum first, okay?
Yeah.
Then I take a Swiffer, one of those.
Oh yeah.
The real thick.
Yeah. But see,
nap on them,
but mine's got all gravel and everything all the way around and a lot of stuff, so I can't use a vacuum. You suck up
Because of his setting.
you suck up all the stuff, right? Okay.
that much width between the two rails. I don't have where it's this wide where I can go, and all, so.
So you don't give a shit about that. You just need to scrape it, eh?
Yeah, basically what it comes
Or
down to.
eraser, right? Is that eraser? Is it gray colored, Paul?
Yeah, or
Okay.
gray or whitish color or something. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have to clean after? So that's just, you can just do both rails at one time with that?
Yeah. Well, you can get, I should order it's a stick about this long, but it's got a little thing on pad on the end. And what you do is you put wet the stuff on it and you run it down around the rails. Eh?
Oh, okay. So you use a fluid too, eh?
Yeah.
Eraser and fluid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to fluid everything, but the problem is you kind of put it on a cloth and you're trying to run it down all the rails, right? Kind of.
How many feet is your setup?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Cause I couldn't even begin to think how many feet it got because the room is what, 10 by 12. And, like once around would be what, let me see. So you got 12 and 12, 24 and 20. So it's 44. No, hang on.
That's 64.
44. 44 feet. And on the bottom one, I got 1, 2, 3 that go all the way around. Then I got the yard. I've got to have 300, 400 feet of track.
Yeah, so that's a lot of that's a lot of cleaning.
It's a lot of cleaning. Oh yeah.
I think the thing I saw that I like to know the coolest was your CN locomotives, the ones with the red and the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, but red, black, and yellow. That is cool. Or is it yellow or is it white? Red, black, and
But it's orange and black.
orange and black. Okay, all right.
And it's got some white in it too. But
Yeah. Those are cool.
I've got some different transports and stuff on the layout. But what I want is what they call a CMTL, which is CN truckload. They have an orange and black cab truck, and it's got CN on the trailer and all that kind of stuff. But nobody's making them yet. And keep waiting. But one of the other things I'm looking for is CN transfer caboose. Okay, they don't. Well, of course, they don't use cabooses anymore. But the CN transfer caboose, there's only two ways you can get it: either brass or the hard plastic. It's the kit you put together, but you got to add everything to it. There's nobody makes a ready to run caboose for that. I got CN ones, and CP ones and all that, really good cabooses, but I can't get that CN transfer caboose. And I know somebody's got one. I offer them $300 for it, and they won't part with it. It's just,
Looks like you're gonna have to buy the kit.
You too.
Is the kit already painted, Paul, or do you got to do all the painting and everything?
oh no, on the kit you got to do everything, paint it, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, that's
It's quite a long drawn out process.
yeah.
But it's a CN transfer caboose, and it was a special caboose they made, but I don't know if I can find the transported one or not, the CNTL.
I saw a video yesterday, and I wish I saved the link to it, but this guy had a layout, an HO layout, Paul. I could not believe it. He had a railroad yard that had 36 tracks on it. Okay. And he claimed that there you go. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the truck. I want that, but that's a real, you can't buy it in 1/87 scale. But I want that truck. I would buy a couple of them if I could find them. But
Did they make them in that scale?
no, nobody's making them. Even all the manufacturers around. I've been trying everywhere.
Wow, I'm zoomed out or something. You guys still there?
Yeah.
My screen went black for some. Is your screen okay? Can you see everything?
Yeah.
That's weird. Zoom screen. No. I don't want to do that. Fine. Oh, that's weird. Oh,
Yeah, this is the one kit you can get, Sylvan, but it's a CN transfer van. But it's a cast resin kit, but it's got no trucks, no couplers, no nothing on it. But anyways, that's a CN transfer caboose.
So it sounds to me like no matter what you do in that particular case, you're going to have to be building, putting stuff together and adding parts.
Yeah. I'm just not into all that kind. I want basically ready to run.
yeah.
I mean, it's enough just to have the layout, right?
Yeah. So here's this one here. This is an overland model CNR transfer caboose, but this is brass. It's all brass. The only two people that make it is Overland and Sylvan, but yeah, it's a transfer caboose. But oh man, I just love to have that caboose. Like you said, I know somebody got one offering $300 for it. Wouldn't take it. Wayne B, it's HO. Mine's all HO scale. But I want to get it. Well, once I get it going, then I'll get it up and running on the computer again. Because like, see, mine's all computerized. I can run it by hand too, but I can also run it off the computer. Just let the computer run all the trains. I run 4 or 5 trains all at once. I don't even have to touch it. That's kind of nice.
I got routes set up and everything else. The funny thing is, you have two trains coming up, and it goes into one track. It'll automatically stop one train. Wait till that train goes through, completes past the switch. Then it'll throw the switch. Then the other train will start and go in behind it. A couple blocks back, but it'll eventually follow it. Oh, it's pretty cool. I think I got a dog once outside, Paul.
Yeah, sounds like it. What's that, Gracie?
Boot to the bone. So Wayne said one of his first jobs he had was a carman for CP Rail, inspected freight trains and cabooses. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a little. My brother was a section foreman for CN Rail here.
That's cool. Garth, I think, is having some computer issues. Mia's got to go out, Paul. Be right back.
Yep. Yeah, well, mine's out too. I just had to do that, right? So, but I don't know, Wayne. If you ever, there's a program out there called Railroad and Company. It's all computerized trains. I use it quite a bit. I got an older version of it, but I'd like to get the new version, but we're looking at probably $1,000 Canadian just for the program. Because it's $699, I think, US or something like that. Anyway, just under $1,000, like $998 or some freaking thing Canadian for the program.
For a train pro, I was having trouble. My computer I had black, green, different colored screens and shit. Just went in and out. I don't know what happened. When you went to you were sharing screen with something, all of a sudden it just went all hey. I had two screens open. I usually open up the thing and then I open up another one with the scrolling on it. And I turned the sound off on that one,
Yeah.
It freaked out on me. So,
well, sometimes if you have both screens set up as the same properties of the both, they'll fight each other and they'll do that kind of funky thing.
yeah, I think that's what happened. It just went all haywire and shit. Of course, and now, of course, I'll try it again. I'll open it up again so I can see the scroll. Oh, hang on. I don't want to do that.
If they're not running the same resolution, they will fight each other. So,
yeah, well, I don't have two. Hang on a second while I do this. Okay, let's see if that is. Oh, I'm not,
It's getting old, sucks. I'll tell you that.
there we go. I don't have two monitors. I just got two screens open. Okay.
oh,
So, and that, and I squeeze one down really small that's got
Oh,
the scroll,
okay.
take the video off. And hopefully you guys aren't hearing anything weird, are you?
No,
Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I can see the scroll now. I'm getting inspired, Hodges. I think I might go to the hobby store now that you're talking about trains.
there you go.
I got a couple hobby stores that I go to, and I haven't been there in a long, long time. So I just
actually,
go there just to go in there,
the prices are starting to really go stupid again.
Oh yeah, it's outrageous.
Well, the last engine I bought, it was $325, I think. Now look for another new one right now, and they're close to 400. I'm just going, really? And, you know, I buy the track 3 feet long, and 5 pieces right now are $75. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it used to be a lot cheaper than that. I mean, a lot cheaper than that. But you're all set up with track. You don't need any more track.
Yeah, and I've got a little bit of track left too. But
Wayne B asked you, did you answer that question? What gauge is yours, Paul?
yeah, I told him it was HO. Yeah.
Okay. I was on
187 scale. Hey, good morning, Lynn.
A balmy 23 degrees, she says.
Don't go outside because it's colder than
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
It is cold.
So how does your how is flying in the cold weather, Paul? Does that affect your drone so much?
Only if you let the batteries of the drone get cold prior to that, but I take it out of my warm house and it's in a hard case that's all foam lined, and just take it out, set it down and fly. But what I did notice is
Yeah.
the batteries do discharge faster because in the cold weather.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the air is more dense too, right? So
Yep.
when
Well, in the wind too.
Yeah.
And the wind too.
Was it windy down there today?
Oh, 20 degrees, gusting to 39.
Oh my God. And you were flying in that, eh? Wow.
Yep.
It didn't look like you were having too much trouble, but you know.
No, that I'll tell you, that Air 2S has the power and the steam and the stability. You wouldn't know that it was gusting like that. But
Okay.
when you're there flying, you notice it because it's like, woo.
So it keeps the camera. It's pretty steady then.
Yep. Yeah, you know, the electronics on these drones are impeccable. Right, Paul?
oh, it's unbelievable. Well, like even the other day when I flew that job down Port Stanley there, what was that, Thursday?
Yeah.
It was windy and cold. I was right on the lake. I was standing on the beach. I just froze my you-know-whats off, and I'll tell you, that drone never moved.
Yep.
It just,
You know, it's all in what you're used to flying.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you know what I think? I think maybe we're going to call it.
yeah.
You got
Yeah,
things to do, and
10 o'clock, yeah, and you got to go get some peanuts.
I gotta do that, and I gotta go to the bank, and you know, all kinds of things. So
We'll see you
yes,
guys.
Lenny, sorry we missed you. You were missed, but you're always loved, my dear. You're always
Paul,
Yeah.
whoa, hold on to something here. Lynn says already been out on the back deck. Had to let the guys out. But she goes out on the back deck to have a smoke, but I thought she quit smoking.
Yeah,
No?
well, she did. She said she had to let the kitties out.
Oh.
She's got a covered back deck, and what
Yeah.
she does is she puts plastic wrap all the way around it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she has a door she has to open up for they to go down and out.
No, just giving her a hard time.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again this evening.
Well, see you guys. Yep.
And we'll get a report then on how Paul made out with his train tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll hear
See
you then.
everybody. Yeah.
Bye.